Welcome back. Today's altcoin is on the one and only Arweave through code AR. So I did a video on this crypto not too long ago. I'll link that one above, but I really liked Arweave because it looked like it was really starting to gain some momentum. And we all know that Solana is actually doing very, very well, and you want to start investing into the Solana ecosystem if you wanted to chase more riskier, better gains. Now, that's your own strategy if you want to decide to do that. And I like Arweave because it really has a lot of growth behind it, where this crypto was almost about, at the high, it was about $90. And so if this crypto bull run continues its momentum and it's going to be a long, drawn out, nice, good, gradual bull run, you want to invest into cryptos that have a clear upside to them, and Arweave did that, and that's why I decided to make that video on Arweave, because I really love that aspect of the chart. So in this video I'm going to cover Arweave again, and this time give you my updated opinions. I'm going to give you price predictions on where I see it going and some stop losses where I wouldn't like to see it going. This is my own personal opinion. It doesn't mean financial advice at all. It's just some chart analysis and just having a little bit of fun with it and just my own thoughts and opinions out there. So let's have a look at Arweave. Arweave has had this great entry where it basically broke through its 50% at $10.72. So that's that yellow golden line here. And you can see this crypto has basically come up on high volume, and you can see volume really starting to come out there in the market, showing that there's a heavy interest in that. Anytime you have big volume, big volume, could be red, could be green, it doesn't matter. It means there's whales activity. And that should really take your attention because there's activity happening here. Now, the good thing about Arweave, like I said, is that it's clearly getting a lot of volume behind it, and it's really trying to break through resistance. And particularly this candle right here, which is yesterday's candle, you can see it really testing the $17 mark, which was the high for the period of November 2022. And so Arweave is currently facing some resistance, not to be surprised there. It just needs a little bit of time for it to push through. How long? A couple days, couple weeks, depending on how quick we can get through this altcoin run, because ETH is really showing you that the alts are really starting to get ready for a nice good push up, and it's a gradual push up, which is, like I said, what you want. Now, Arweave at the moment is facing some short-term resistance. So you want to see a break of the $17.73 mark. Now, when I say a break, yes, you can have a wick, but you want to see the body close above it. And that's showing you that there's a lot of effort by the whales to do it, because there will be a lot of stop losses at that $17 mark. Now, in terms of stop losses where I wouldn't want to see it breaking, first stop loss would be around $14.90, so that would be right here at that red line, and the next one would be basically behind this breakout bar of $11.66. Those two areas you wouldn't want to see it breaking, but at the moment I just see it basically taking its time before it decides to break out. A lot of good altcoins are actually facing some resistance at some key areas, and it's just taking a bit of time for it to push up, which is really good to see. They're not breaking down. It needs a little bit of time. We all want the alts to do very well, but for the time being, it's just showing that it wants to push up. Now, in terms of where do I see it going? Like I said, I want to see a break of the $17.70 mark. So you want to see a push up, and then you want it to kind of close somewhere around, here, around the $18, $19 mark. It doesn't really matter as long as it has a clean, good break at $17.70, because there's going to be a lot of take profit orders there. And then you want to see it kind of come back, dwindle, and then push up for the next leg up. In terms of price predictions, this is what I love about this crypto. Now, this is a long-term hold the way I see it. And so you have a lot of profit targets here, a lot of juice to be had here. So you have this training period here. So anywhere between $27 and $41. So that would be these two areas here. And then your next areas of congestion will be around the $62 mark, $69 mark, $76 mark, and of course the all-time high at $90. This crypto has a lot of juice left in the squeeze. I love this crypto for that reason. And you're still getting at a pretty good entry point. Yes, it would have been nice to get it at $3.80 at the bottom, but $16 is still a very healthy, nice entry, because it's showing you that it's not breaking down. I did a video not too long ago, I forgot which one it was, where I was basically showing cryptos that basically go through a churn phase and then break down from it. And that's not what you want. So here you have your churn phase, you go up, and then you start to come back to it, and you break down slightly before pushing up again. And that's really what you want to see. You want to see a churn, a break, a churn, a break, a churn, a break, to the upside, not to the downside. And that's showing you which are your strong alts for the time being. That could change. And so if I have a look at Solana, you can see Solana really going up. If you want a blue chip, Solana is one of the best blue chips you can get. It's currently at $111. It really looks like it wants to go back to the 260 mark, but after a couple months. So again, Arweave looking really good. If we compare Arweave to its Ethereum value, you can see ETH's doing very, very well, but Arweave is actually outperforming it in the short term, and that's really telling you that this is a very strong altcoin. And again, if we have a look at Arweave against its BTC value, you can see it's starting to outperform Bitcoin, and actually has been outperforming Bitcoin since basically October 2023. You did get some volatility because it's an altcoin, naturally, but again, long term, it's showing some good growth, in that long term being from October to its current period, which is the end of Feb. So again, I like Arweave. It's one of the more stronger altcoins. I hope this video helps you. Again, it's just for educational purposes only, just having fun with looking at some charts and giving some price predictions, seeing where it could go. But of course, always be careful and always have your risk management in place. If it breaks certain areas, what are you willing to risk and what are your profit targets? Always go in and out with a plan. Don't just buy a altcoin and hold it for 5 years. That's not a good strategy. But that's going to do it for this short video. I hope it helped. If it did, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'm going to do more altcoin reviews. For the time being, Ethereum is still showing that the alts really do want to have a good run, but we'll have to wait and see for the next week or two, and that should give us a clear picture of the altcoin starting to move. But until then, everyone, I'll catch you on the next altcoin.